Hi, my name's Bob Raikes and welcome to issue 92 of the 8K Association's Monitor newsletter. We've got lots for you this week on content capture and delivery. At the recent DEG NTech Fest held in Los Angeles, our own Mike Fiddler moderated a panel of Amazon, Red Digital and IMAX that looked at the applications of 8K and how it can really change the entertainment experience. Amazon in particular interested me as it has a new 8K and 4K HDR, DCI approved, that's a lot of acronyms, digital cinema based on LED technology in Culver City. And I'm hoping to see that myself later this month when I go to Display Week. AMD used the recent NAB conference to announce some new media accelerator cards based on its acquisition last year of Xilinx, which allows it to develop customized chips for all sorts of video processing. These particular graphics boards are designed for cloud-based video sharing. And one of the applications that particularly caught our eye when we were briefed by this on AMD was the ability to put a 4K image in the middle of the screen, but then put 12 separate full HD video feeds around the edge to allow participation in all sorts of video sharing applications. The cards are low cost and low power, so ideal for scaling up in server applications. We spotted a really interesting YouTube interview by Jason Durstel of Meridio, who interviewed Florian Friedrich, a film grader and digital imaging specialist based in Germany. And they went into the state of 8K in content creation today. Florian was really interesting in the way that he reflected on the problems that chroma subsampling, typically used in consumer delivery of 8K and HDR content, really doesn't add to the experience. He also raised a very interesting point that grain is stochastic. That is to say, it's not arranged in a grid pattern like a display. It's very much randomly distributed around a film frame, and grain can be very small. So he really believes that 8K scanning is essential if you want to get the best out of the fine film stock content that's available for scanning these days. At the NAB conference, Intel moderated an interesting panel which looked at the latest generation of video codecs, but in particular VVC, which can reduce the level of bits needed to deliver 8K to the screen. The panel, which comprised of Spin Digital, Main Concept, Simwave and Atem, all specialists in compression technologies, looked at the different challenges in file-based encoding and live encoding of 8K content for transmission. One of our 8K Association members, Andrei Denisyuk, along with Natalia Denisyuk, undertook a really detailed and widespread review of the Canon R5 Cinema camera, which can capture 8K content. He was so impressed that he believes that this new camera will extend to videographers the kind of level of creative control that digital still photographers have been able to bring to their work in the last 20 years. He really sees this camera as a major game changer because of the great capture and bit depth capabilities. In a contributed article, Dr. John Petty, a graphics industry pioneer, looks at the challenge to create in computer graphics what the pioneers of half a century ago really wanted. Very, very high resolution. And he sees 8K as the solution. And although it's often said that you can't see the difference, he thinks you can. And at every stage in the development of computer graphics over the last 50 years, the difference has been visible and remains so at 8K in his view. So this is Bob Raikes for the 8K Association with highlights of issue 92 of the 8K Association Monitor.